Artillery Duel by John Rhodes from Creative Computing, August 1982 issue. Hi, this is Adam from BallyArcade.com. I'm doing something a little different here. This is not going to be a review of a game, and I'm not going to give too much details, but basically I'm going to show the game. It's a work in progress, kind of. It was a basic type-in program that I just recently came across for the first time. On June 7th, 2018, I was browsing random issues on archive.org when I came across this program. I was pretty surprised because the Astrocade didn't have too many programs published in major magazines. I asked anyone on the Bally Alley Yahoo group if they'd type it in, and Lance Squire decided he would give this a try. On June 13th, he typed the program in using a real Astrocade. He typed it into AstroBasic and saved it. And then on June 15th, he archived it in digital form. And he had to comment out line 400 because the program wasn't working. So there's a possibility that this program still has an error or two in it. However, I did play a game. It works fine as far as I can tell. It plays a little differently than Artillery Duel, which was by John Perkins originally as a basic program and is included in the AstroBasic manual. And it's also a cartridge for the Astrocade. Following the program running, I have the basic listing. If you're interested, check it out. If you'll notice, line 400 starts off with a period. That means the line is commented out. I don't think this is the case in the original program. Like I said, there could be an error here, but the program works as it is, so I thought it was worth sharing, especially since Lance went through the trouble to type this program in. So thanks, Lance. A little bit of background on this game. The author, John Rhodes, writes in the issue, in December of 1978, I was ready to buy my first computer system, but my requirements were not easy to meet. I wanted something that would handle arcade quality games, had high resolution graphics, capability, color display, and basic and PROM. I was not satisfied with anything my local dealers had to show. No one I visited had a CompuColor. The Apple dealers were showing low resolution only, and the Atari was only a rumor. But on the basis of somewhat premature advertising for the keyboard expansion unit, I decided to buy a Bally Professional Arcade. I could use TinyBasic for a while and turn it into a real machine in just a few short months. It was just a few short months later that the local dealers began to show CompuColors and high-resolution Apples, and it seemed that the Bally expansion unit was more of a rumor than the Atari 400. I would visit the showrooms, see these beautiful full-size keyboards, watch people work in real BASIC, and be as green as the color monitors. I particularly liked the artillery game that CompuColor called Shoot. This game generates a random terrain display and wind factors and positions two artillery emplacements on the screen so that two opponents can take turns trying to obliterate each other. Eventually, I resolved that I either had to buy a CompuColor or program this game on my Bally. I chose the latter. This turned out to be quite a challenge with less than 2K of memory and integer-only TinyBasic, but the Bally Basic is quite sound for game programming and is easy to work with. The greatest difficulty was finding an integer sign routine, but after searching the magazines, I found a routine to adapt to my purpose. I started out using a full ballistic equation, but soon found, by experimentation, that I could use an approximation. This eliminated an integer square root routine and added speed in the bargain. I spent approximately 2 months writing, debugging, and fine-tuning the program, but it was worth the effort. A few months later, I did buy the CompuColor and have been using it ever since. I'm well satisfied with it and use it for a variety of tasks, but my wife and I still enjoy the Bally for its games, especially the artillery game. So that's basically what the author has to say about his program. He does go on and give some program notes and how the program works and how it functions. Again, I want to thank Lance for typing this program in because I wouldn't have done it, and I wouldn't have got to check it out otherwise. If you've played Artillery Duel, the basic version, you'll notice that there's several differences between this one. In this one, you play until you obliterate your opposition, and then the screen is redrawn, and then the player gets to try against you. Check out the game if you get a chance. I will eventually have it for download on BallyArcade.com. It's not available there yet. I don't want it to be there until we get a good chance to check out the program and maybe scrub it clean. But maybe I'll add this one if this is as far as we take it. Enjoy watching the little demo here, and if you're interested in programming BASIC, check it out at the end. Check out the listing.